Hi everyone, good morning. Welcome to the second lesson of this course, Tuesdays with Mori. I'm Abhishek TR and I'll be your presenter today. Here's a little information about me. To follow my latest courses, do follow me on an academy. Today we'll be looking at the conversation of what Mitch and Mori had on the third and fourth Tuesday. The topic being regrets and death. On the third Tuesday, Mitch walked in with loads and loads of food and he brought something really special, a Sony tape recorder. You know how a tape recorder is very precious? It captures memory even when people are long gone, isn't it? Once Mitch walks into the room, Mori looks at the tape recorder and said, Mitch, I'm going to die. And sooner, not later. So you want to listen to me when I'm dead, right? Apparently, Mitch didn't want to forget the beautiful sessions that he had with Mori, and so that he agrees with what Mitch says. When Mitch asked Mori whether he's uncomfortable with the tape recorder, here's what Mori had to say. I want someone to hear my story. Will you? Ever since Mitch started visiting Mori, he had been having several doubts about regrets. I mean, look at this old man. Didn't he have any regrets in life? How is he so damn positive? Would he have done things differently? Had I been in his shoes, had I regretted the secrets I had been kept hidden? Look at yourself and ask a question. What would you do if today was your last day in your life? There's a beautiful discussion that goes on between Mitch and Mori on why people regret their life a lot. And here's what Mori had to say. We're so wrapped with egoistical things, career, family, having enough money, meeting the mortgage, getting a new car, fixing the radiator when it breaks. We're involved in trillions of little acts just to keep going. So we don't get into a habit of standing back and looking at our lives and saying, is this all? Is this all I want? Is something missing? Think about it, people. Look at your life and ask a question. At this point, what do you regret the most? If at all you find yourself in a place of regret, here's what you can do. Find yourself a teacher, someone who can guide you, someone who can enlighten you. Okay, let's not talk too much philosophy, but you do get it right. If you happen to find someone like Mori, then that's well and good for you. Since Mitch had been living a very unsatisfied life, he had to ponder upon all these thoughts while his ride back home. Sorry about that. Anyway, on his way back on his ride, Mitch started thinking about all the self-regret thoughts that Mori had implanted within him. And Mitch started wondering, why are we so unhappy these days? I mean, look at us, searching for self-help books everywhere. And there are people who have been given self-consultation sessions with an insanely huge price, let's say $90, and here was an old man giving it for free. And there are millions of self-help books, and let's agree on one thing. These self-help books makes you feel better, but it doesn't give you a change, right? So here's what Mori had to say, and here were many questions that were unanswered. Do you take care of others or take care of your inner child? Return to traditional values or reject traditions as useless? Seek success or seek simplicity? Just say no or just do it? When Mitch started thinking a lot about this, he remembered something that Mori said. Ask me anything, Mitch. So he wrote down a list which has been the topic for the next few Tuesdays. Death, fear, aging, greed, marriage, family, society, forgiveness, and a meaningful life. Mitch had kept it safely within his bag, and the session for the next class was on. And we now enter the fourth Tuesday of Tuesdays with Mori. Today, the topic being death and its game. The scenario was completely different when Mori entered the room because there was a new machine, an oxygen machine. Apparently, Mori's condition had been deteriorating, and the only thing that kept him alive was the oxygen machine. When Mitch enters, there's still the newspaper near Mori, and it's still a ruckus. And here was Mori, all calm and serene, and today he was going to talk about death. I mean, look at us, living like we're going to live forever. Have you ever stopped and considered the fact that today might be a last day? I mean, seriously, anything might happen, right? Then why on earth do we postpone every beautiful ideas that we have? Tomorrow is an illusion. Do think upon that. Though Mori was Jewish, he had a habit of borrowing philosophy from other religions like Buddhism and Christianity. And here's a little analogy he sneaked in from Buddhism. The little bird. Go and stand in front of a mirror and visualize that there's a little bird who sits on your shoulder. Every day, ask him a little question. Is today the day? Am I ready? Am I doing all I need to do? Am I being the person I want to be? When I say is today the day, it means your last day. Once you start answering these little questions, there's a certain clarity in your thoughts that might actually change your life big time. And here's a quote that Mori drops in about death. Once you learn how to die, you learn how to live. The meaning being, every day you'll have to consider the fact that you might die, and that is how you're supposed to plan your living. Once you start doing it, you'll start feeling complete in your life. That being said, let's consider a fact. What's holding us back? Anyway, this is what Mori had to say. We really don't experience the world fully because we are half asleep, doing things we automatically think we have to do. And that is part of the culture if you ask me about it. And once you strip away all the stuff and you focus on the essentials, you'll realize you're going to die. You see everything much differently. So this is what it means when I say learn how to die and you learn how to live. With that philosophy, Mori starts looking out of the window and wonders how beautiful nature is. And this is what he had to say about it. The things you spend so much time on, all this work you do, might not seem important as it is. You might have to make room for some spiritual things like nature. And then he looked at the little bird on his shoulder and asked, is it today, little bird? Is it today? And with that, the fourth Tuesday comes to an end, and I'll be seeing in the next class. So, oh my god, I have to give you an assignment, right? Anyway, here are a few questions you could answer when you're free. And here's a little task. Take a recorder, switch on the recording app, and talk to yourself. What are the things you want to do before you're 30, or let's say in the next 5 years? How are you planning to do it? What would be your first step? Every day when you wake up, do listen to this recording and see how it changes your life big time. Thanks a lot, people. Bye bye.